Oh wait, are we talking about big Weetabix or small Weetabix?
I'm talking about big wheats.
Oh okay, yeah, I like it when the big Weetabix are totally mushy, but when you get the wee ones, they have
wee wheats.
Okay, the audio didn't record, so we're doing an overdub of this episode.
Yeah, so that'll be really interesting.
Yeah, so it's gonna be weird.
So we've kind of got the laptop sitting on the ground just now.
Just watching,
kind of watching what's going on. I guess we'll try and go through as we did the previous.
Episode. All of that classic scripted out episodes that we have.
yeah. We're really good at scripting things, and also like it looks like I'm reading these things for so long just because in the actual audio we were being, being funny. Yeah. Okay. Let's jump back into 3D instead of fourth dimension.
Yeah.
Brother, what's going on? Better start running. So, Fraser told me that when he was in this place last, he couldn't get through it because
I was an idiot.
Because there was something really big and scary blocking the way.
But there wasn't.
What, these posters? So yeah, I'm just gonna go along here and look at this door. Man, this is hard to do.
It's weird. Do you think we should like actually commentate on what we said the first time, or should we just?
I think I'm just gonna do a bit of both, and like be really weird about it.
Yeah.
Okay,
this
so
this guy's getting mashed up in the corner.
Look at this dead rat.
Rat?
Is it not a rat?
What, that thing?
On top of the thing, or is that a guy?
That's a guy.
Hanging, man. This is not a good place to hang out. Stop humping the wheel, man.
Humpy wheel boy.
My throat's getting pretty tender. Alright, okay. So this place is pretty not okay.
Pretty spooky town.
Pretty spocky. So I don't
board
know if I want to go through
shit.
the exit or if there's someone else to check out. I'm gonna go.
And I
I'm gonna go
advise
this
you
way.
to go that way.
And there's a man humping a chair.
And then you get chased by a man in the chair, and then it was a no-go.
Oh. Sorry, I totally wasn't paying attention for a second there. Fuck. Oh man, this is pretty hard. I don't know if we can do this, Razor.
Yeah, this is difficult. This is definitely a one-off thing.
Yeah.
I feel like you would need a script for overdubbing episodes.
Let's just speak about random crap.
Yeah, we'll do it like a podcast kind of thing.
Yeah, so you're now listening to the
Regretful
Replays podcast.
Yeah.
Which has been going on for 21 years, which is about a year less than I've actually been alive. So probably not. So when was the last time you had a bowl of cereal, Fraser?
I had one on last week, I believe.
What kind of cereal was it?
Last week, I had.
That's not kind of cereal. You lied to me, brother.
I had. What is it? Oh, I had Weetabix minis.
Oh, was it the ones with chocolate in them or the ones with raisins?
Yeah, ones with chocolate.
Yeah, they're pretty good, especially if you get some of that dank sugar on it.
No, I didn't put sugar on it. I quite like them on their own.
Yeah, I mean they're pretty good on their own.
But with Weetabix, like plain Weetabix, yeah, if you get sugar on plain Weetabix, that's where it's sitting at.
I think if you get like a chocolate kind of sauce stuff and you put that on on Weetabix.
That sounds really.
But see, the thing for me is that Weetabix has got to be. So actually, can we say Weetabix?
Yeah.
Or we're not sponsored by Weetabix.
Yeah.
Sponsor is Weetabix.
But yeah, it's Weetabix if you
Weetabix.
want to sponsor us.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Yeah, that's fine, and we can eat all the Weetabix we want, and we'll never have to pay for Weetabix again, and we can just only eat Weetabix and be rich and never have to work.
Weetabix
Well, we
is
wouldn't be
good.
rich because we wouldn't be making any money. But we'd have Weetabix, and that's the main thing. But no, I'm the kind of person that like enjoys Weetabix when it's had the milk kind of absorbed into it and it goes all kind of mushy, like kind of gloopy.
Yeah, I'm one of those people as well.
Oh man, it's so good.
It's the best. I quite like it when like the very edge of it's crispy, and then you can like put your spoon in between the middle, and it breaks off perfectly, and it's so good. And like you can kind of bite down on the crispy outside just a little bit, but then all the gooey mushy.
I don't know if I know what you mean. I don't know how Weetabix can be gooey on the inside and crispy on the outside if the milk's absorbed from the outside.
Oh wait,
in.
are we talking about big Weetabix or small Weetabix?
I'm talking about big wheats.
Oh okay, yeah, I like it when the big Weetabix are totally mushy, but
Yeah.
when you get the wee ones, they
The
have
wee
like
wheats. Small bix.
they have like a different kind of layer on top,
Okay, yeah.
and
yeah.
like you can
No,
actually.
I think I know what you mean, like with the small ones. Yeah.
Yeah.
So what's your favorite kind of cereal then?
Oh man, that's a difficult one.
See, for me, I think like, well, I guess, well, I don't, support like drinking milk and all that kind of shit just because being vegan and all that. I think like disregarding that kind of stuff, I would have to say that Crave is probably
ace.
my favorite cereal, especially when that goes soggy as well.
Oh yeah.
I quite like to like fill up a bowl of that and I put some milk in it, obviously. Put it in the microwave for a wee bit so that it would like go warm, and then get me spoon. I don't even know what accent I'm trying to do there. And it was glorious, man. It was ace. Like,
Yeah.
it was fucking good.
Weetabix was good.
Yeah,
I
man.
mean, Crave was good.
Yeah, Crave a Bix. We. Yeah. But yeah. So yeah, what do you think?
I think if I'm not taking into like health, like Fruit Loops with the marshmallows in it, oh man, it is so
See, the thing is though with
good.
Fruit Loops, have you ever eaten them without the marshmallows?
Yeah.
Not that good, I don't think.
They're not quite as good, but
They're
when I
like-
was like younger, I would just like when I went to America, I would just tan Fruit Loops, even
guys-
without the
For
marshmallows.
you guys that don't know, in Scotland, or at least the bit that we live, if you tan something, that means you're like
Eating
having it really fast.
or like
so, like,
doing something to the extent where it's kind of
Yeah, like you've done it like to as much as you can.
Yeah.
Or you did it really fast again.
mhm.
So like, if you had like your favorite bag of crisps and you ate it in like 5 seconds, you would have like tanned that packet of crisps.
Mhm.
Or like say if you I don't know if you were
If you
using a roll of sellotape to sellotape something. I don't know why I'm making this connection, but you used the roll of the sellotape really fast. You would have tanned the sellotape because you'd only just gotten it recently and you just used it all in like a really quick period of time.
or if you like really hardly hit your foot off of like the coffee
Yeah,
table,
yeah,
and you
and
like
you
tanned your foot off
tanned
the
your
whole
foot off
coffee
the
table.
table. Yeah. It's fucking sore. yeah. So that's what tanning means. But yeah, so yeah, you tan Fruit Loops when you're in the States.
Maybe we should like introduce a new word, like a Scottish word, 'cause at work I'm always like saying things that no one there's ever heard of that you and me say all the time.
Yeah.
Like they'd never heard peeling out before.
No, well, see, the thing is, a lot of people that I speak to don't know what peeling out is. But I know for a fact that there's certain groups of skateboarders in America that say peeling out.
Oh really?
I think it was on like a skate kind of documentary or like video thing.
That's quite interesting.
When I saw it, this guy was like, "Oh, peeling out, man." And I was like, "What? He said peeling out? No way!"
Primo was another one that they never knew.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like again, primo might be like something that like a culture in like America might say, but like so yeah, like primo, originally, well,
Premium.
other than like well, I don't know if it was like like a word for something else originally actually, but the way that we got it is if you're skateboarding and your skateboard lands on its side, so like one set of wheels on the side and the board's like kind of like on its side as opposed to being upside down or, like,
Generally sideways.
yeah, generally sideways. then that's called and if you're like standing on your skateboard as well when it's like that, then that's called primo. So you're standing on your skateboard in a primo position. And for some reason, like I guess because like primo is like kind of similar to like premium or like premium premier. Yeah. People made the connection that you know, if you landed like a trick and it was like really like cool or like radical, then you know, like it'd be primo. So like, yeah, you know, like, oh dude, that trick was fucking primo, man. And then, you know, we just kind of like apply it to everything. So like, oh man, this sandwich is primo. Or that bowl of cereal is primo. Oh, did you get the new brand of cereal called Primo O's? Well, that last one didn't happen, but yeah.
It was also in an episode of The Mighty Bush. It's in the one with the coconuts. And then the sailor man at the end who saves them from the coconut island goes, Primo!
Never ever watched the My Bush. Or, well, I have, but like I've never been a big fan of it, I must admit. But yeah, so now you guys know, all 15 of you guys know, primo is primo.
Yeah.
And tan is tan.
Next episode we will teach you more words.
Yeah.
We'll have to
tan also has like
a
I don't know what you call it when like you can have like an ing for the same word, so like tanning.
Oh yeah.
Obviously
a
tanning
doing word.
Yeah. So like obviously tanning would normally mean like, you know, like like be used for like leather, you know, like it'd be a tanning leather. I don't actually really know what that means. But
you're just smacking it.
But like, yeah, like if you're like in the process of destroying your bag of crisps, then you'd be tanning them, and then once you'd finished eating them, they would be tanned. I feel like tanning and tans are starting to not become words, are starting to not feel like words anymore. Yeah, so yeah, just so you're all clued up on tanning and tannery.
Tannery.
Yeah. But yeah, so yeah, what's your favorite food, Fraser? So that, you know, eventually if this gets big and we can have a PO box, people can send you like cold food that's really moldy in the mail.
Ace. I don't know. Favorite food? That's a difficult one. I think it's the korma from Lausanne.
Yeah.
That like
so
has to be one of my favorite foods.
There's this town called
West Hill.
West Hill, which is near Aberdeen, which is where we're. Well, Fraser's not really originally from Aberdeen.
I was
not from
born
Aberdeen
there.
either. Yeah, but like, what does that mean?
Yeah,
like I was born in Aberdeen too, but I lived in Stonehaven for like 20 years. So like I'm not from Aberdeen.
Yeah.
You know? I'm from Scotland, but like I would say I'm from Stonehaven because that's like where I lived.
Yeah.
But yeah, in West Hill there's this Indian takeaway called Lausanne. So LAS
AN.
And they do some absolutely delicious curries.
Oh, and the korma is just the best
Yeah.
korma I've ever had.
Yeah, man, like the curry that I used to get from there as well. I think it had like goat's cheese in it or something. It was so good, and I don't even know if I like goat's cheese. Before I had it, but I don't think it tasted anything like goat's cheese. It was amazing. It was really, really good. But yeah,
there's never been an Indian to replicate the feeling of eating Lausanne korma for me.
Yeah, I mean, I've not tried too many Indians since we
tried
moved here. 6.
I've probably tried 6 now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And have any of them been like even remotely close?
There's this one down in Tallcross called Tuk Tuk.
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah,
yeah, brother.
But it's not Lausanne. It's just not.
And why do you think that is?
Because they don't make the sauce the same way.
Is it more like a coating as opposed to a sauce?
Yeah, the sauce.
That's what I find that's really annoying about a lot of curry places. It's like when I want to get curry, you know, like it's probably the way that, like, you know, like it's supposed to be, where there's not a lot of sauce. But when I have curry, I really like there to be like a ridiculous amount of sauce.
And the sauce has to be like a really good consistency,
Yeah,
so
like-
that you
like-
could just eat the sauce
yeah,
on its
yeah,
own.
yeah. It's almost like the thickness of like a soup, or something like that.
Like so that if you ordered the sauce on its own, you'd be happy with that as a meal.
Yeah, like that's the way that you should really judge your curries. You know, like it shouldn't be like, oh man, the chicken in this curry tastes ace. It should just be like, would I be happy eating the sauce on its own?
Yeah.
Or like even just dipping like a naan bread or rice into it, would that be totally fine? Could I enjoy this meal like the whole way through just eating that?
Definitely.
And from Lasanne's, like absolutely 100%. I'm getting totally watery mouth just thinking about.
Yeah, me too. Lasan, send us curry, please.
Yeah, and make some of your stuff vegan.
And it probably has some.
Yeah, I mean, like a lot of Indian places, like are vegan from just kind of like the way that their food's made.
Yeah, yeah.
Because it's not all made out of dairy products, and a lot of it's kind of vegetable based.
The Tuk Tuk place had quite a decent few.
Yeah, we had
vegan
a
options.
curry recently as well. At mine, it was okay. It was like pretty cheap. You know, it was like there was like two of us.
Yeah.
And like we got like, you know, like a curry and rice each, and I also got like some like mushroom pakoras, and we got like a million poppadoms and like a bunch of shit. So, you know, like from like a normal Indian, you'd probably be paying like, I know, like upwards of like 40 quid for all that kind of stuff. And it costs like 30 quid. So like 15 for the two of us. So like, you know, like it was a pretty cheap curry. So like, you know, like I wasn't expecting like absolute master quality, you know. It was still pretty good, you know.
Yeah. That's always a
I
nice
can't even remember
surprise.
what the place was called. Like I have absolutely no memory of it. But it was tasty. I'll give them that much. But it wasn't as good as Lasagne. Yeah.
So what's your favorite food?
Well, so I would, you know, like say peanut butter, because that's just like my favorite thing is peanut butter. But peanut butter is not something that you would typically eat on its own.
I mean,
I have been known to and will enjoy peanut butter on its own, but you know, I wouldn't specifically like say that peanut butter is my favorite food, because it's usually something that you would put on something. So I feel like in that sense, I either have to say something that has peanut butter with it, or just something else entirely. I mean, there's a lot of good things you can have that's like got peanut butter on it. Like, you know, you can have like peanut butter, like this peanut satay, like satay sauce.
Oh man.
And like that is, I don't know what they do to it, but there's just something about it that's just absolutely amazing. But normally, you know, you'd have that with like chicken or something. And obviously I can't like enjoy it to its full extent now, because like I feel like I mentioned being vegan too much on this channel. But like obviously, you know, like veganism aside, like chicken, like it does taste nice, like with like things added on top of it. I mean, like, you know, like it's that's just, I mean, like not like, you know, if anyone gets offended by that, you know, like it's fair enough, but like that's just kind of like what it is. Unless, you know, you just don't like chicken, in which case, fair enough. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like, you know, depending on like, it depends on what day, you know, like how I'm feeling on that day.
Yeah.
But I could easily go like a really tasty curry as well. But at the same time, I do really like salt and pepper chips.
Oh, aye. Chicken teriyaki for me as well.
Yeah, I used to get that heaps.
Man.
Oh man, I can't even think what my favorite food would be. I think it would be like a combination of things to make one overall dish. Actually, I know what it is. So when I lived in Stonehaven, there's this Chinese called the Royal China, and they used to sell this rice called Singapore rice. I mean, they probably still do. I don't know. I said they used to. And I would get that, and it was like this kind of rice that was like cooked in like some kind of like spices and all that. But also had like little bits of sausage and chicken, and like I think there was something else in it as well. So it was really tasty, like on its own. And then I think this is maybe gonna roll over a little bit.
That's okay.
But yeah, then I get like a tub of curry sauce, and then I'd mix that in with the rice, which some people could argue that ruins the flavor, but I don't know, I thought it tasted fucking amazing. So I'd mix it in, and then I'd get a bag of salt and pepper chips as well, and just those two in combination with each other, just absolutely amazing. Like hands down, like the best thing ever for me.
Yeah.
But I can't eat it anymore anyway. Oh well.
We hope you enjoyed this weird episode.
Yeah, this gameplay codcast, good podcast. But the next episode we won't be chatting, about all this kind of shit.
Oh
we'll be
man,
about,
I'm so hungry.
Yeah, I'm pretty hungry too now. But we'll actually be talking about the game in the next episode because we'll be playing it and it'll be a live commentary as opposed to whatever the hell this was.
Yeah.
Sorry, the start of this episode was so awkward.
We've never done it before.
Yeah, no, I don't think we're gonna ever do it again.
No, unless we actually script something.
Yeah, but it's not us, is it?
No.
Anyway,
remember to like and subscribe.
Yeah, leave us your favorite curry in the comments.
Yeah, or your favorite food. Yeah.
But yeah, cool. Bye.
Bye.